are you higher on? Jayden Daniels versus Sam Darnold. Both are lined at 3,400.5 passing yards. Exactly the same. Jayden Daniels of the Commanders. Sam Darnold of the Seattle Seahawks. Remember that. A little Photoshop. Is that a Photoshop picture or is that from preseason?
I'm going to go preseason.
Over 3,400 and a half passing yards. Last year, for edification's sake here, Jayden Daniels threw in his rookie year for 3,568. Was over that number by 168 passing yards. Sam Darnold, you may recall, with the Minnesota Vikings, of course, had a banner season before it wasn't at the end. He threw for 4,319 passing yards. My answer to this one, who am I higher on? Jayden Daniels, Washington Commanders.
Yeah, me too. I don't know that I could consider an overbet on Darnold's number being that high. How many times has he gone over this number in his career, Gill?
That would be once.
Last
right.
year
Yeah,
with Justin Jefferson.
With Justin Jefferson. And he's going to have, he's got Jackson Smith and Jigba, but that's out of the slot. Besides that, can we count on Cooper Kupp to be Cooper Kupp? I don't think we can. I just don't think that he has the weapons, and I worry about him reverting to Sam Darnold of old.
Me too.
For me, it's Jayden Daniels.
Absolutely, me too. And it is. It's Jayden Daniels. Look, it's not an overbet for me. We got Nick Whalen coming up next. He's a lot better with this type of stuff, with the season-long props and bets, these kinds of
Maybe
things.
We'll just throw these at him afterwards.
Way more than we do. But I can't. That was one where I'm like, how are these two lined at the same number? It would be an under or nothing for sure on that with Darnold.
All right, let's do this. Both of these guys are lined at 3,450 and a half passing yards, 3,450.5 passing yards. Kyler Murray of the Cardinals, Tua Tagovailoa of the Miami Dolphins. Who are you higher on? My answer was Tua Tagovailoa. It is a anti-injury bet in terms of head-to-head here for me.
So okay, who am I higher on? Kyler Murray. I will go with Kyler. I think he has the better season. But the reason for I wanted to put this one up is, okay, look at what the books are telling you the number is. They're telling you these two are lined exactly the same. And all you've heard all offseason is love for the Arizona Cardinals and how the Miami Dolphins are going to fall right on their face. And the books are lining them at the same yardage prop. So,
may I give you my reason for why I go Tua? Kyler Murray has said openly this offseason, I'm going to run a bunch more this year. I was hurt. That's one thing. The other thing with Tua, right? So Kyler had 3,851 passing yards. So in a year where he says, now I'm going to run more, he exceeded this by just over 400 yards last year. Played a relatively full season also, right? Tua only played in 11 games. He had 2,867 passing yards. It's only 600 or 700 shy here, roughly. So I just think if Tua can just play, Tua, you can even miss a month. I think Tua will go over this number, but I think Tua will exceed. It all comes down to the injuries, right? Both of these guys have been often hurt. Oft hurt. I'll go Tua here.
I don't know that I could actually bet it over on either one of them because of that.
But you're just asking me who am I higher on? It's Tua. Here's another one. These guys are not exactly aligned, but they're close. Geno Smith, Las Vegas Raiders. 3,575 and a half passing yards for the season is where he's lined. Bo Nix, Denver Broncos, 3,550, so 25 and a half yards fewer is where he's lined. Last year, Geno threw for 4,320 with the Seahawks. Bo Nix in his rookie campaign, 3,775 for the Broncos. I'm going Geno here. Indoor home games, he's great indoor career. Cleve was going through some of those numbers. He has his interesting indoor-outdoor splits. Geno is great indoors. And Bo Nix, by any measure, he had a much better rookie campaign than I thought he would, than most people thought he would. Good on him, but I'll go Geno, no problem there.
Yeah, this is one, and maybe it's one we'll ask Nick about, but I think it's Geno slam dunk for me. Yes, he's lined 25 yards higher. We can play the whole sophomore season with Bo Nix, as you rightfully brought up earlier. I think there are questions. I don't think we should just assume he's going to be great. Me and you are both high on the Broncos, but I'm not assuming he's going to be awesome. What I do think is going to happen, though, is Geno has shown over the past few years, and yes, he's had good weapons in Seattle, but he's become a professional quarterback who can stand back there and sling the ball around and put up big-time passing numbers. And coming to Las Vegas, getting to play indoors. And I know they're going to want to run the ball with Ashton Genty, and that's what they're going to want to establish this offense around. But, Gil, do you really believe this Raiders team ain't going to be playing from behind a lot?
Oh, right.
And Geno's going to have
100%.
to throw the ball. He's got Brock Bowers to work in. I think Geno's set to have a big time year here.
Here's two more. Let's go to rushing. This is rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey of the Niners, 7.5. James Conner of the Cardinals at 7.5. I went Conner here.
Me too.
Because this is specifically rushing touchdowns. McCaffrey has had a couple years where he has gotten way more than 7.5, right, in double digits in terms of rushing touchdowns. But I can't count on that from him, especially after all the injuries. Whereas Connor's he's an 8, 7, 8 kind of guy every year.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Ever since he came from Pittsburgh, I feel like all I've heard every offseason is, well, James Conner's getting a little older. He's not going to be able to do the same thing. And it's just every season, the consistency you get out of James Conner. I'm with you. It's Conner for me. I don't really know how many seasons we could have had this conversation in the past where I said, yeah, give me James Conner in any type of conversation over to Christian McCaffrey. But yes, for rushing touchdowns, as you appropriately pointed out, that's all we're talking about here. Conner's going to get a lot of those looks in the red zone and at the goal line. And for a Cardinals team that you and I are high on.
If it was total touchdowns, I would probably go McCaffrey because of the receiving game. But I'll go Conner there. Have we agreed on all four of these so far? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, we disagreed on one. What was it? Kyler Tua.
Kyler Tua. Here's the last one. Receiving touchdown, 7.5, both for CeeDee Lamb of the Cowboys and Malik Nabers of his division rival Giants. I went CD here for the same reason you just mentioned in the last one, which is the Cowboys are the proverbial over team. That defense is going to be terrible. That offense is going to be slinging it. They're going to be behind. CeeDee's just going to have more opportunities. I'm not saying anything bad about Malik Nabers, but I'll go CeeDee Lamb here.
Yeah, this is Lamb, and man, it's just I know he hasn't scored as many touchdowns as a Jamar Chase, or has really matched his numbers when it comes to catches, targets, yardage. That's a low touchdown number.
Thanks for watching, but don't let the betting insights end here. If you want an extra edge this football season, you can get a month of VSiN Pro right now absolutely free. That means access to our betting insights, analysis, and tools like our betting splits at zero cost to you. Click the link in the description to sign up.